I want to welcome everybody. These logos here are all different logos from some coaches on our team, which is, I wanted to hit on that. It's kind of ironic. Today we're going to talk about Show Me the Money, a little bit about Team Beachbody as a business, because a lot of times we just talk about our challenge groups, our success club points, our P90X Shakeology, but I want to focus on the business aspect. And for those of you that are trying to just starting out or getting ready to get the ball rolling, I want to help you guys know exactly how you get paid in the beginning, because it's not all about the money, but it gets exciting when you start to make those first paychecks, even if it's $28 or $49. I remember my first check was my second week for $49, and I was more pumped up than ever because I was starting to see a little bit of fruit from the labors that I was doing. So welcome everybody on here. I'm excited you guys are all here. This week on our team, there are 186 new coaches this week. So shout out to the new coaches. And let's do our best to make sure that all coaches that join our team know about the team calls every Wednesday. They're the same time every week, so make sure your coaches know, and it's always the same link. So next, we want to do some recognition, because it's exciting, because when someone had rank advances and someone hits Success Club for the first time, or for, if they hit it for the second, third time in a row. So we want to celebrate that, because let's be honest, it's exciting to know that you can accomplish something. And Emerald is the first rank that you can achieve. So congrats to Jessica Holmes and Lauren Carter for becoming Emerald coaches. Emerald coaches means you sponsor two personally sponsored coaches, one on your left and one on your right. So I want to tell all of you that once you sponsor your first coach, you are a leader, because you have somebody that looks up to you and is looking to be guided by you. So remember, once you sponsor one coach, you are a leader, whether you know it or not. Next, I want to congratulate a diamond coach, Miss Haley Potter from Team Revision Fitness. She is part of Brigida and Mindy Rose, part of their team. So congrats to Haley Potter on becoming a diamond coach. Next, I want to celebrate personal volume. This is per PV, sales over 300. I'll read the names off quickly. Shiva Latifa, 1538. Brigida Linford, 885. Lori Vela, 637. Jenna Brooke, don't have her, this long name. DeStefano, 563. Kristen Kistler, 480. Sean Newman, 450. Kendra Fletcher, 450. Tia Champagne, 450. Cherish, 430. Crystal Walk, 370. Stephanie Moscow, 379. Mary Boston, 338. Caitlin Bear, 352. Jennifer Hewlett, 300. And Karen Walker with 315. So congrats to you guys. Personal volume means that you have sales in your business, which means you're making commissions. Next, we have Celebrate Success with Success Club. I'll just read off the names. You guys can see the points there. Success Club 10 this month, and we're only halfway into the month. We have Shiva Latifi, Brigida Linford, Lauren Carter, Kendra Fletcher, Chris Rose, and Scottie Hobbs. Success Club 5, we have Jennifer Greenberg, Nicole Murray, Tia Champagne, Jenna Brooke DeStefano, Jessica Holmes, Karen Walker, Cherish, Megan Broadwater, Angelo, Ashley, Kristen, and Sean Newman. So congrats on getting Success Club in the first couple of weeks. And for those that haven't hit it yet, we'll go on to the next page here. Look at these guys, what they did in the first 2 weeks, and just know that you can do that in these next 2 weeks that we have this month. So these are all the coaches that are close to Success Club this month with either 1, 2, 3, or 4 points. So I know we can get all of you guys to 5. So congrats to you guys. Randomly, I saw a 5 in there. Katie Graham with 5 points. Awesome. Congrats to you guys, and let's keep pushing forward. I'm emphasizing on Success Club today because we're going to talk about Success Club and how commissions are made. So congrats to all of you guys for having Success Club points this month. I want to do a quick reminder that I have an analogy here. I was thinking about this today when I went for a little run. Summit is coming up in just a few months, like less than 2 months. It's at the MGM Grand, and last year we had like 30 coaches from Idaho Falls come. And the thing is you can team up and room with other people, get together on the team and share a room, because the rooms are like 130 a night, but we had 5 to 6 people in some rooms, and I know that the coaches that teamed up are now like best friends a year later. They built amazing relationships. So I want you guys to be there. I'm going to be teaching one of the workshops with Tracy Morrow, and I'll be burning my mortgage on stage there. So I want you guys to be there to celebrate that with us, because you guys are all a part of that. So come if you can, do whatever you can. And the analogy that I have for that is, remember Mario Brothers on Nintendo? When you're going running along and you jump in that little pipe, and then you pop up on the top and you run across and you get to pick another level. You like go second, third, or fourth level, and you go down to the fourth level. That's what Summit is like for you guys. It's like Mario Brothers taking that little warp thing. So that's what your business will do if you come to Summit. It'll be like skipping 4 levels and moving forward. So I want to see you guys there. If you have questions, get with your coach or with me, and we can make sure that you get lined out and get your ticket to go. CoachSummit.com. Details and registration is right there at the bottom. Okay. That picture just makes me laugh. I'm Scottie Hobbs. I'm your upline coach or your sponsor coach. Today we're going to talk about Show Me the Money. We're going to talk about Success Club and how to grow your business, how to watch your business grow. We're not necessarily going to talk about all the technical stuff like sponsoring coaches, left leg, right leg, team volume. We're not going to talk about any of that. We're going to talk about the basics on how to make commissions and how Success Club is directly tied to you building your business and growing a solid income. So, Melissa, you made it. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to share some things here. I want to go over first just challenge pack prices and coach commissions. And this is a little bit outdated. We now have a $140 challenge pack. But I want to break this down for you. And remember, we'll have this recorded so you can come back and see this. Retail price has a retail price of the workouts, you know, after the tax and whatever, has the price right there. But if you look down at the bottom, it shows you your commissions and your fast start bonus. So the 205 challenge packs make you a $70 commission. The 180 challenge packs make you a $60 commission. And the 160 packs make you a $50 commission. And as you know, any Shakeology order or any Beachbody product workout that someone buys from you is a 25% commission. And then these are the commissions that you get for selling a challenge pack, whether it's to a customer or to a coach. So let's say you got some bills to pay and you need to make $300 this month. What you need to do is take that $300 divided by your commission of your 205 pack, divided by 70, and that shows you that you need 4 challenge packs. So if you had 4 challenge packs, for example, that are P90X, Insanity, Body Beast, any of those ones in that thing, you would have $300 commission that month. So if you're looking to go to Summit and you need to make, your spouse says you need to make enough money to cover your tickets or your hotel room or whatever, I would calculate how much you need to spend and set a goal weekly, monthly of how many challenge packs you need to sell to hit your goal. So that is how that works. It also has on here for your knowledge, you could save this later, a personal volume. It shows like how much PV you get for each of those cells, as well as the team volume it produces for your team. What I want to do is show you guys some brand new coaches. We're talking in their 2nd month. You can see right here, I'm going to show Colby Knight, Kendra Fletcher, and Carl Bean, who are all brand new coaches, less than 2 months, sponsored by me. And I want to show you what Success Club has done for them and their business, because when we all start out with this business, it's all about the commissions. You get commissions for what you do, for the work you put in, for the challenge packs you sell, for the products that you sell to get people into your challenge group. And if you haven't, take a note. If you haven't read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, I want you to pick that book up. It's called The Compound Effect. So it's going to teach you how things compound. There's a story of like how a penny compounds. It doubles every day. So 1 turns to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 8 to 32 cents, 32 cents to 64, and it compounds over time. It's not very much growth in the beginning, but if you continually compound that penny and double that penny daily, it grows massively. So this is how Team Beachbody works for those of you that are new, is it all starts with these commissions. It starts small. It's only you working. But as your team grows, it'll begin to compound. And if you can trust me and stay actively engaged in the process for one solid year with your end goal monthly of being Success Club 5 or above, your business will compound, and you'll have a business that you never, I can say you probably never imagined you ever getting to, because I was at that point when I first began, when I got excited about my first $49 commission for a couple of Shakeology sales and my first team bonus of $14. But I'm going to share these real life samples here of some coaches of mine that hit Success Club in their first month. This is Kobe's first month. You can see right there in February was his first week, no commissions. It's when he signed up. The next week he had a couple Shakeology sales, which is a $60 commission. The following week he had a $176 commission. And these weren't team bonuses. He didn't have a team of coaches and cycle bonus. This is all retail from his Success Club. He got 12 points that month and sold a couple products separately as he got people into his challenge. So, then he had a week where he didn't have any sales. And then the following week he had an $80 commission. And the following week a $99 commission. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 6 weeks he made $515.75. So that is how you make money as a brand new coach. And this is why you'll see me always talking about Success Club, because Success Club is that goal that you can aim for every single month. It gives you something to push for, because yes, we all want to be Emerald coaches. We all want to be Ruby, Diamond, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 10-star, 15-star diamonds. But the way you get there is just focusing on the monthly goal of hitting Success Club, starting people in your challenge group, and whether they're customers or coaches, and converting your customers into coaches when the time's right, when they're ready to do it, and then teaching them to do the same thing. And as you teach them to do the same thing, they begin to do what you do. And to become a leader, you have to be the example, not just tell people what to do, but you have to hit Success Club yourself, run challenge groups yourself, and then that way they emulate what you do. And as they do that, that is when your business begins to compound, because they begin to see commissions, they begin to get paid, but you also begin to make your business begins to grow because they're seeing success. And that success is directly tied to hitting Success Club monthly and starting people in challenge groups. So there's an example with Kobe with 12 Success Club points in his first month. I want to show you here Carl Bean, for example. He had 8 Success Club points in his first month, and you can see here he's only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 weeks as well. His is a little bit blurry. I'm sorry about that, but he made $332.91 with 8 Success Club points in that just over 1 month. So, he had a 129, a 50, looks like a 90, and then a 0, and then an 82.25. So there's another example of someone their first month hitting Success Club and them seeing that direct result, that commission for his work that he did. I hope you guys can't hear my daughter screaming in the back. She doesn't want to go to bed, apparently. Okay, next I'm going to show Kendra Fletcher. Bam. So you can see here directly your income in the beginning is directly related to your Success Club and how many people you're getting started on the Beachbody Challenge groups. Kendra Fletcher got 19 Success Club points in her first month for a total of $904. So she made $904 in those first 6 weeks of becoming a coach. So, I mean, that's almost $1,000. That right there will get you to Success Club, or to Summit. And that only took her, 6 weeks to accomplish. And just talking with her, that was her first couple weeks. You could see a $60, a $20, a $20. She had a conversation with me where she wasn't sure if she could go into this full speed. And I just told her to continue with her challenge group. Just share what you're doing with people, and just focus on just sharing what you're doing and sharing your passion. And as she made those first couple of sales, that $60, those first couple of Shakeology sales, she got more confident in herself and began to share more. And there she was at 19 Success Club points and $904 worth of commission. So that's why I want to show you guys these 3 examples. That looks exactly like mine. So what I can tell these 3 coaches right here, if they continue doing that for 1 year, that's the point when I left my job, when it had passed my full-time job. I didn't do anything special. I just learned as I went and focused on that monthly goal of Success Club. And as I did that, my customers turned into coaches when it was time, and I was able to just teach them exactly to do what I was doing, which was running challenge groups, finding customers, creating success stories, and getting those coaches into Success Club their first month so that they get excited about it. And Success Club is one of those things, well, once you hit it, you're like, holy cow, that was easy. So I want to give a shout out real quick. It's not here on the slides, but we have 2 coaches in Idaho Falls that are Success Club All-Stars, which means that you've hit Success Club 12 months in a row. We have Cherish Surrey, who hit Success Club 12 months in a row, and we have Brigida Linford, who hit Success Club 12 months in a row. And I can tell you that has significantly grown their income in the past year, and both of them have incomes that have surpassed their spouse's jobs. And it wasn't anything special they did. It was just focusing on that monthly goal that they have 100% control over. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys on Success Club and how it can help you. From right there, we're going to go on to a topic that was focused on a lot when I was at this training last weekend with my coach Lindsay, and Trisha, who's on the call, came with us, and Brigida was there, where we learned from Shalene Johnson as well as Brendan Bouchard, who's all about being focused and putting 100% focus and positive energy into your work so that you can have maximum results. So before I go into this, I want to hit the 3 vital behaviors one more time, which is invite, 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 be proof the product works, and also to be developing yourself personally, to be growing personally. And the thing that I've learned about personal development is I always thought it was like maybe to help me become a leader, to learn leadership traits. And yes, there's books about that. But as you grow personally, what happens is you become a better person. You begin to believe in yourself more. And what happens is when you become a better person than you were the day before, people are drawn to you. People want to be around you. And people want to do what you're doing because they see that life that you're living. They see that you're improving. And what happens is you'll be able to attract people that are on that same mindset, that want to learn and to grow. And when that happens, you don't have to force people to try to change. You'll attract and find people that are ready to change and that want to be mentored by you. And your job will be much easier if you can find and attract people that want to grow. And that comes from you growing personally through personal development. And as far as invite, 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 I get that all the time. Like, what is invite, invite, invite? And invite, invite, invite is to truly talk to or meet 2 to 5 brand new people every single day. Not hounding the same people over and over and over to get into your challenge group. And Mike Ryan, he's a 15-star diamond. He talked on the national call a couple weeks ago. He said it perfectly. And I've been sharing this so much because it's true. But he says the person that tells the story the most wins. So it's the person that tells the story the most wins. So you want to share, share, share. Get your story out there. Tell stories of others. Learn stories. Go to Team Beachbody. Learn the success stories. Share those stories with people. And as you share those stories, you're going to inspire people, and people are they're going to want to come to you to learn how to change. So tell the story. The one that tells the story the most wins. So I wanted to share that with you, and we're going to move on to this part here where I want to be a little bit direct with you guys and strong with you guys on how to build this business. I feel I've been pretty strong on emphasizing the first part of this call, that to grow this business, you definitely have to have Success Club 5 as your monthly goal. At least Success Club 5. If you want to build faster, if you're in that financial situation where your family's hurting, you have to go for Success Club 10. So what we're going to talk about now is I want to ask you guys a question. I want you guys on a piece of a notepad, or after we're done with this, write down on a notepad your honest answer to this. When you signed up to be a coach, did you sign up to be an employee of your sponsor coach, or did you sign up to be a business owner? Did you sign up to be an entrepreneur, a business owner, your own boss of a health and fitness and personal development company, or did you sign up to be somebody's employee? I want you to think about that tonight, and then look at how you run your business and the way that you interact with others, and honestly answer that question to yourself, and decide what you want to be. I know for one point when I signed up as a coach, I wanted to be a business owner. I wanted to make this my own. I knew my coach Lindsay Matway was very successful, and I asked her for advice as I was starting in the beginning. How do I do this? What number do I call for that? And she always guided me in the right direction, but there's things that I wanted to do different than her because I'm a different person, and this is my business. So I want you guys to decide if you are a needy employee or a business owner. Now, if your decision is that you want to be a business owner, you have to have focus. If you want to hit your goal of Success Club 5 every single month, you have to have focus. Just like this picture, I love this illustration. I was looking online for one. But it's just like this. When you have that magnifying glass and you put the sun to it, the light comes through. But once you put that magnifying glass so that little dot on that circle goes into a little tiny dot, that dot goes into a small focus point. Once that happens is when it starts to catch fire, when it burns. So that's what it's like with this business. Not only this business, but with anything in life. When you have a goal, when you're in school, when you have a deadline to hit at work, when you're building this Beachbody business, when you have 100% focus on your task, that's when it's going to burn. That's when it's going to really start to catch fire for you guys. And to have focus, I want to share with you guys a few things that I do and that I have to tell you that you need to do to get that fire to burn, to get that ball rolling. Because that book I mentioned again, The Compound Effect, you have to have focus on your tasks. You have to be focused on your goals at all times. But what happens is, think about when you're a kid with the merry-go-round. You start pushing that merry-go-round and it's kind of tough to push. And you're running and you're pushing with all your strength and it's slow. And then it starts to catch momentum. And it starts to catch momentum and it gets going faster and faster and you're running. And pretty soon you can't even keep up with it. So you jump on it. So that's what this is like with this Beachbody business. And if you jump off of that merry-go-round, it's going to slow down and slow down and slow down and slow down. And if you don't keep running with it, it's eventually going to come to a stop. And then if you want to get it going again, you got to start right back from day one, from the start point of that hard push. So your Beachbody business needs to be kind of run like that, where you're consistent with it and you have that focus. So what I want you guys to do is, if you want to be a Success Club All-Star, like my coach Lindsay, like I've done, like Brigida and Cherish have done, that have taken our jobs to our Beachbody businesses past our full-time jobs with the compound effect. You have to have that Success Club 5 goal monthly or Success Club 10, but you have to work from a calendar. You have to have a block of time that you are disciplined to doing the core activities that will bring success, that are directly tied to your success, to that measurable goal that you have every single month. So I want you guys, after this call or right now, to write on a notepad when you're going to work your business. And I personally recommend a brand new coach works a focused at least 2 hours. At least 2 hours. So I want you to block out a time in your day when you can work 2 hours. And if you need to sacrifice sleep or sacrifice TV, things like that, I want you guys to block out that time so that you can work that schedule. And the reason you need to block out that time and have focus is because that's how you're going to stay consistent. And to hit Success Club 5 or 10 monthly, you have to be consistent, because what happens we all know that when we talk to people and we make invites and we find out their why and we find out their goals, and then the conversation comes to a halt or they can't afford it right now, those are all invites. Those are all seeds that are planted. And what happens is those seeds always seem to always come in the months ahead of us, 1 to 2 to 3 months ahead. So as you're working that focused, that disciplined block of time every day, that way you know you're doing your core activities, you're doing all the activities that you need to do every day, and you can trust the system that those activities that you're doing, although they seem small and insignificant at the time and you don't see a paycheck for it, but those are going to be like that penny that compounds. It's going to compound over time if you're consistent, if you stay consistent with that activity. So what I want to do now is you guys are going to set your time that you work daily, and then we're going to create that list of things that you're going to do every single day. So we're going to move on now to the thing. I have this page here as the final page, but I'm going to share with you guys here the things that you can do every single day in that block of time. I create a list of 10 things, so if you haven't created your list of 10 things, I want you to create it. And the thing is that I want you to make sure that when you create your list that you put the most important and vital behaviors first on your list. And you can see this statement here on the other page. It's be proactive instead of reactive. And let me teach you about proactive versus reactive right here. And write a note on this, because what happens a lot of time, I've talked with a lot of coaches and even elite coaches, asking them, what helped you hit Success Gold 5? What helped you become consistent? When the ball started finally rolling for you, what was that point where you became consistent? And it was always when I decided to treat it like my business, and I worked every day. Like, I worked it as if I didn't show up to work, I wasn't going to get paid. Like, I was going to get fired. So they had that attitude, and they worked that business, and they were focused, and they were proactive versus reactive. And what that means, a few of my coaches that are on here right now know what this is, because we had to talk about it just recently when they sent me some text messages in the morning and they knew I was working and I didn't answer. They're like, hey, I know you're working. Why didn't you answer me? And here's the reason. Because and I learned this from Brendon Burchard's book before, and I was with him on this at this seminar this past weekend. But to be efficient and the best, I don't know how to say it, the best efficient person to completing your tasks every day, you have to be proactive, which means you have to do the things on your to-do list before you start dealing with other people's problems. You have to make sure you get your stuff done. And he shared a fact that if you open your email or your text message or your Facebook messages or take a phone call in the first hour of your day, of your work day, you're going to be 30% less productive, because you're instantly reacting to other people's problems instead of working on your goals, instead of focusing on your to-do list and making sure that you get your to-do list done. So if you ever see me not answer right away, it's because I'm being proactive. I'm working on my list, and then when I'm done with my list, then I can go on and help other people with their goals. And that's what we do. I mean, our job is to help other people answer their questions, help them through their thing. But you got to make sure that you do the things on your list first that are the most vital behaviors, which are your personal development. So I want you guys to create your list right now with me, if you have a pen. And if not, I want you to listen to the recording and write your list of things you're going to do. So if you want to be efficient and focused on your business so that you get everything done that you need to do, the 3 vital behaviors, and I'm getting excited. They don't call them vital behaviors because they're just something that you can do if you feel like it. They're called vital behaviors because they're vital to growing a business. They're 100% vital to you growing your business. So you've got to be proof the product works. You've got to do your personal development. You've got to change from within. You've got to change within, and you've got to continually change from within so that you can help others. And then you have to invite people. You have to tell the story. You have to tell the story. You got to tell people about what you're doing. You got to be passionate about it, because people are going to join you because of your passion, because of why you're doing this. So you got to share stories of people on our team, share coach stories of success, share customer stories of 100-pound weight loss. Tell stories that people can relate with. And the more often you tell stories, the more often you're going to win. And I don't do anything different or special to get Success Club 10 every month. Instead of talking to 5 new people, I talk to 8 to 10 new people a day, because I want to tell that story to as many people as possible. So those 3 vital behaviors, we got to make those first on your list. So without sounding like a salesperson, you just have to share it with passion. And you honestly, you don't care. When you talk to somebody, when I talk to somebody, let's say I go for a walk and I'm talking to a neighbor and they ask me what I'm doing, I'm going to tell them with passion about Beachbody and about how I'm running these challenge groups and how I love helping people. And my end goal, I don't need that person to be a part of my business. If that person needs what I have, then I'm going to let him have it. I'm going to tell him what he can do. So you have to have that attitude when you talk to people, so that you're not selling people. You don't need them, they need you. So if you come across like that when you're sharing something with somebody, that's when it's going to happen. I talked to a friend that I invited to be a coach when I first became a coach. I was helping with P90X before, and Gabby and I have a Skype call with him and his wife tonight. He called me and he said, I need to be a coach. We are struggling with money. I bought Insanity off of Craigslist, and I noticed everybody in my neighborhood is obese. He didn't say everybody, but he said like 60% of them are overweight, and they're too lazy to go play basketball with me. I think I can do this, and I'm ready to do this now. So that conversation, I didn't try to sell him and sign him up right there, because I don't need him. He needs it for me. So I just tell him what it is, and then he gets to make that decision that he's ready to do it. So remember that when you talk to somebody, you don't need them, they need you. And if they need you, then you're going to share with them with confidence, because you believe in this. You're going to share with confidence and invite them, whether they join or not, it doesn't matter, but you're going to invite them with confidence. You're going to tell that story. So let's make sure we are going to take this list. We're going to create this list right now, and we're going to be proactive. We're going to leave the reactive things for the end of the list. So first of all, personal development. Get your mind right before you start working. Make sure your mind is in the right spot. Number 2, make your invites. Reach out to someone you don't know. Reach out to a couple people online, whether it's social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it is that you decide that you're going to use. Connect with people. Connect with people. Meet new people. In a good way, Kendra taught me a good way. My brand new coach taught me a good way to know whether or not you're getting in front of more people. She sends me her business activity tracker every single week, and she tells me how much percent her Facebook friends list has grown in the past week. How many friends she's added that are not coaches. And then she gives me a percent of growth of her network of people that are watching her posts. So that's going to be the second thing on your list, is to make those invites. So next thing I want to do, because we're not going to be reactive, of course, we're not going to add on here, be proof the product works, because I know you guys are going to be doing your workout anyway. But drink your Shakeology. On your business activity tracker, put a check mark. Make sure that you're drinking your Shakeology every day, so that you're getting that dense nutrition and you're preventing disease. Get that in your body so that you can share that with people. Next thing I want to share, what I do is I go into my Coach Online office, and if you're brand new, you don't have customers yet, so you can't check on your customers, you can't check on your orders. So what you want to do is learn something new. That Coach Training Academy has everything you need to succeed. The thing I love about my buddy Colby that hit Success Club 12 his first month, he got done with the Coach Training Academy. He's like, dude, this thing has everything I need to be successful in this business. Everything is in there. Everything is in there. So go in there, learn the videos, watch the videos, find out the things that you have to share. You know, be a business owner. And if you really look at this like your business, and you were to open some other business, let's say you got a loan for $100,000 to open some franchise, you're going to learn whatever you have to learn so that you can run that business correctly. So everything's there. So get in. If you're a business owner and want to be a business owner and you want to make this happen, learn what's in the Coach Training Academy. Learn what's in the Coach Online office. So that's the next thing I do on my list is go to the Coach Training Academy or go to the coach office, learn something new, check the breaking news, send a welcome email to my new customer leads, my Shakeology leads. I get that done. After I'm out of the coach office, and the thing about this list, I'm telling you, when you complete that item on the list, check it off and don't go back to it because you're moving through that list. You got to be focused on each task. Bam, knock it out, go to the next one. So next, after that coach online office, make sure that you're plugging into the team. So welcome new team members to your coach team group that you're a part of. Listen to the national call. That is a must. I mean, what other company gives you an elite, successful business person that is willing to give a half hour of their time to tell you exactly their story, another story you can share, and tell you what they did to get there? So every week they tell you success leaves clues. Get on that call every week. And if you can't go live, they're recorded. So get on the recording, listen to it, schedule it in your calendar. When you block your time out like this, schedule it on there. Listen to the team call like this. If you found any value in this call today, share that with the team when you get off of here. Share with what you learned, because other people need to know how valuable these calls are. Next thing I want you to do on your list, you can make your list however you want, but the next thing I do is if you want to become a leader and you want to run your challenge groups and you want to have successful challenge groups, you have to be there every single day, just like your customer does. If you don't show up, that gives them an excuse not to show up. If you don't show up for your coaches, that gives them an excuse not to show up. So your people do what you do. So, I mean, once you sponsor that first coach, you show your coach that you're getting involved with the team. You show your coach that you're on the team call. You get excited about the team calls, about the national calls. Get your coaches on them. And I want to give an example of Becky. She is always getting people pumped up to get on the national call. She's sharing that she's on the national call. She's sharing that she's on the team call. And what happens is her team follows her lead. So be that person, be that leader. They don't need to look up to me. They need to look up to you as a leader. You are the one to inspire them. You are the one to be their mentor and their inspiration. And that's going to happen with you doing this and being this example. So going through that list, that's the next thing. Check in on your groups. Be consistent. Hit that group every day. Don't waste a lot of time. It only takes you 5-10 minutes. Bam, bam, bam. Go through your 3 or 4 important groups, your coach groups, your challenge groups. Go through them and out. You don't go back into them. You can hit it the next day when it's on your list. So check in on your groups. Engage with the team. And I'll tell you in the beginning, I would post in there something I learned in personal development. For the first 8 months, it felt like crickets in that group because no one was responding. But what it was is I was being that example to them, what consistency was. And once they got a hold of that and started to follow that lead is when they began to see more success. The next thing I want to share with you guys that I do is I make sure it's on my list to check off. I post 3 to 5 things daily on my Facebook. And you'll never see me post hardly ever a link. You'll never see me post a link to my Beachbody website or my Shakeology website. Never. Never, never, never. That all happens in a private message when I find out their goals. But what I do is post inspirational things, funny things, stuff that engages people. And the things that I use, for example, yours will be your own personality, but I do funny things. I do inspirational motivation. So I try to do one funny post, something that's funny, give you a laugh in your day. I like to do 2 things that's inspirational, quotes or inspirational videos. I do 1 post about my video, about my workout every day. And I do at least 1 post about my kids. And I ask a question every time to engage people. And I'm consistent with that. And what that does is you create some sort of value into the people that want that value. Some people may be annoyed with it, but there's going to be people that follow and that engage with you as you continue to do it over time. So create value for people. I know people come to see my stuff because they know, some of them because they know I'm going to post something funny. Or some of them, they know I'm going to post some inspirational thought. And those always come from my personal development book that I read in the morning. I just jot it down on the notebook as I read it, something I caught, and I share it. So That's one thing I do. That's one of the next things on my list is to do that. Bam, bam, bam. Make sure that I hit that in the day. Another thing that I do is I call or text 1 or 2 people randomly. It doesn't matter if it's a sister, a parent, a cousin, a customer, a potential customer, a coach, and I just encourage them. Tell them I believe in them, compliment them about something they've done, and that's just something because that's the kind of person I want to be, is an encourager of people. One of my mentors, Craig Holliday, told me that the most successful people in this business will be the greatest encouragers. So that's one thing that I do on my list. You don't see a result from that, but it's something that compounds over time where you create value in other people's lives. When you create value in other people's lives, you create that connection, that relationship with them. And it comes to the point when they're ready, they'll do whatever it takes to get to where you're going. You don't have to be there yet, but they want to go with you. They want to be on that path with you, and they want to be where you're going. So make sure that that's on your list. And then notice those are all proactive things. I haven't reacted to anybody's problems yet necessarily. So next, I go through my follow-up list. My follow-up list are the people that I need to get a hold of that day. Those are people that I'm working with on getting into my challenge group. They're potential coaches or coaches that I'm working with on some goals. So I go through my inbox in Facebook and I just search their name. So if I'll look at my to-do list tomorrow. I have a girl named Whitney, and then I have a girl named Rebecca and Shannon. So first thing I'll do is I'll type Whitney. Maybe she responded to a question before, and then I get to answer it. If she didn't, I'm going to go in and just connect with her, follow up, ask her if she watched the video that I sent her, ask her if there's anything I can help her with, continue the conversation of finding out her goals so I can make that invite. So I go through my list of people that I need to get a hold of that day, still being proactive. I still haven't reacted to anybody's problems yet. After that's done, then I go through and answer all my messages. I answer all my messages on Facebook. I go through and do every single one of them. Every single message. Answer them. And then after that, I go through my regular email account and answer all of those messages. And then my day is done. Once I'm done with that last Facebook message, I'm moving on to email. I exit out of that bad boy. I'm out of there. Bam. And the reason is because I could sit there on Facebook and look through notifications for hours upon hours. And to be honest, when I go through my groups, and then my wall. If I may be tagged in things all over, but if it's that important, I'm going to get a private message. It's going to go on my wall, or it's going to be in one of those groups that I'm mentoring or coaching. So once I go through that, I exit out of Facebook so that I don't get sucked in. And then I go on and I answer my emails, finish that, and bam, I'm done. And what happens is when you do that, you're being proactive versus reactive. You're proactive on your goals instead of instantly opening your email or your Facebook in the morning and you start reacting to problems in other people's problems. Then what happens is you get sucked into that. You get sucked into answering everybody's stuff and you don't get your things done. So make sure that you're proactive versus reactive. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If it doesn't, feel free to, when I post a call to action afterwards, to ask a question about that. But that list, if you create this calendar, create your block of time, 2 hours or 3 hours, whatever time you're doing. Even if you only have an hour for now, focus on that. Bam, 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 through your list and out. If you do that, you're gonna hit your goal of Success Club. You're gonna hit your goal, your rank advancement goal of Diamond, Emerald, Ruby, Diamond is gonna come naturally because you're sponsoring people in your challenge group, and those challengers are turning into coaches, and you're teaching them to do the same thing. So that's gonna come naturally, but it's gotta take. Yes, Caitlin, exactly like that quadrant. So you gotta be focused on those goals and moving forward. So I want to challenge you guys to create your block of time, create your to-do list, and be proactive versus reactive on working your business. I want you guys to download the BAT, the Business Activity Tracker. So as you're going through that list, you can write down how many contacts you made. You can write down how many new people you made. You can write down how many free customers you sponsored as your free coach, how many Shakeologies you sold, how many challenge groups you sold, what your commissions are for that week. That's going to be something you as a business owner can go look at in 6 months and be like, okay, this month's a little bit slow. You can go back a few months and I can guarantee you, you're going to see maybe where you slow down on something. So it's a way to hold you accountable to your daily activities, to your list, and to staying focused at that. So I want you guys to write out the 10 things you're going to do every day in your scheduled work hours. And I want to tell you, if you have 0 Success Club points right now, I'm counting. You have like 14 days. You have 14 days to get 2 challenge packs and a Shakeology Home Direct. I guarantee you, if you talk to 5 people a day, if you really want to hit Success Club, if you talk to 10 people a day, times 14, you talk to 140 people, you are going to find 3 people that want to get started on a healthier lifestyle with you and your challenge group. I know you guys can do it. So, Tina, you're going to hear about the Super Saturday Quadrant this weekend at our Super Saturday, which we're doing late because we were gone. So you're going to learn about that. But I want to challenge you guys. If you don't want to be that nagging employee or just that employee of somebody else, and you want to be a business owner, then you have got to start to treat it like a business. You've got to work from that list every single day of nailing those 3 vital behaviors first, of setting that goal for Success Club and hitting it and pushing for it, doing whatever it takes to get that. And as you do that, you're going to create momentum. And that momentum, I can tell you right now, will grow beyond what you ever imagined. You know, I wanted to make $10,000 in a year with Team Beachbody, and we far surpassed that. But I didn't do anything special aside from stay laser focused on the daily activities, and I just let that compound over 2 years. I've never backed off. I've never slowed down. So I want you guys to follow that, and I want you guys. I'm going to post this call to action in the team page. I want you guys to let me know when you downloaded the business activity tracker, and I want you to let us know that you have set your 10 things that you're going to do on that scheduled work hour. And with that, I want you to tell us how many Success Club points you are going to get this month, because this is like prime time. We got like 60 days until summer, and people want to be ready for the beach. So let's do this, guys. I believe in you guys. I always have, and I will always be here, pushing forward, guiding from the front, hitting Success Club every month, and in advancing my business so that you guys can follow that lead and follow that example. Don't wait for your coach to tell you what to do. Own that thing, man. Get on there and own it. So that's when you're going to see success, is when you own that thing. And I'm excited for you guys, and let's make this happen. We'll talk to you guys next Wednesday at the same time. See you guys later.